how are you then seeing people take that information and be a change agent for their company to make sure that they're being as secure as possible?
Sure. So the first thing that they do is this is actually being brought into like a third-party trust assessment of whether or not this app should even be onboarded, right? And so there becomes this known good list that is to some extent informed by Netskope and other platforms like Zylo, right? About whether or not these are apps that we want to onboard. But then they create a second layer of policy based on apps that are still safe, that maybe people can engage with. To Davin's earlier point, there are certain groups that we don't know why they need it, but at least they're allowed to go to those sites with some form of justification page that says, okay, this is in the realm of acceptable because of the risk score, but you need to tell us why you're going to it. And that can trigger all kinds of other downstream on a more official onboarding or risk assessment, use case assessment. So that tends to be the highest level of use, right? You come up with a known good, you let people do what they need to do based on roles and permissions. And then you have a second layer, a boundary layer, where people can go in, use those applications along with some degree of justification. And then there's the last layer, which is, look, I don't care why you want to go to these sites, you can't go. Like, they are literally not corporate friendly. Anything you give them is their data. It is no longer corporate data. So why are you even going there? And in many cases, because we have this permissive mindset, kind of going back to when people started just having internet access at work, they don't necessarily block, but what they do prevent is you can't download anything from that site and you can't upload anything to any of those apps, because those are the two riskiest activities, right? I'm going to pull something down that I really don't want in the corporate environment, or I'm going to give up critical sensitive data to an environment and to an application that is going to do something with that, and I have no control over it.